We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
15 seconds?
Whatever works.
5, 4, 3, 2, cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
Hi, my name is Maher Khan, and I'm the director and writer of the film Almost that is premiering at the New York Indian Film Festival tomorrow.
And who is this young lady with you?
I'm Nicole Carroll. I am his girlfriend.
Okay. What are you doing guys here today?
Sorry?
What are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Well, because I've had the privilege of putting my film in a festival, and it's such an honor to walk among so many established filmmakers. And
Why did you put your film in the festival?
why did I put my film in the festival? Because I think it's an important message. Almost is about a recovering addict and alcoholic hell-bent on making amends after being institutionalized. And I kind of wanted to de-romanticize mental illness. And so that's kind of why I submitted my film to festivals.
Do you have a family, like a relationship to the this disease in your family? Do you somehow relate to the characters?
Well, yes, I've had my own personal struggles with mental illness in my past, and I think that like alcoholism is a great place to start in terms of using it as a metaphor. You know what I mean? Because I think it's the most well-known mental illness. Everyone knows at least one addict or alcoholic, and I think that was a cliche that had been pinholed again and again in cinema. We have the alcoholic addict. He's a great character if only he gets sober. And at the end, he gets sober, and the movie ends. Almost begins when the movie begins, when he comes out of rehab and he starts rebuilding his life there.
Do you think you're gonna make any money with this movie?
I would hope so, but that's not really the goal here. I think for me as an artist, it's important for me to stay true to my values and create something that I'm proud of. And if in that sense, financially my career doesn't work out, that's okay. As long as I've done something that lets me sleep well at night, and I've done something that I think can elicit empathy the way I wanted films to elicit for me, I think I've done my job.
But what would you do to make the film to make money? Do you have a budget? Do you have the plan to make it to the distribution? Do you have the way to get it to the audience?
Well, I think monetizing, I think the reason why we have a hierarchy in terms of the people who work on a film is primary for this. As a director and writer, I try to stay primarily out of the marketing areas. My producer, Chloe, and a lot of the team, they focus mostly on taking the film and marketing it. I think for me, if I start bleshing it too and, turning it into this one thing, I won't be able to focus on the main element.
Well, they bring you in. You're the best salesperson. You're the person who talks about the movie. You have the passion. You're the one who makes that happen.
Well, no, of course I want to be a part of it. But if I were to give you a detailed plan of how exactly I would monetize it, I feel like I'd be wasting valuable seconds on the screen itself.
Okay. Do you have any message when people, after they watch the movie and they go home, what kind of feelings do you think they should walk away after they see the movie?
The mortality of our human condition. How we're all the same. I think, we all segregate ourselves based on race, color, illness, like sexual orientation, whatever. And I think almost, using mental illness as a larger metaphor, we're all the same. We all have our struggles. We all have our pain. And, in the reality, I think we really connect on our empathy to things we're similar rather than our differences.
What's the next thing for you? What's next thing? Which next movie?
Oh, well, I obviously have a couple of scripts in place. I wish I had more than enough time to go into a lot of detail about those, but I think for me it's important to go into making features, to kind of continuing exploring these ideals and these things that I hold close to my heart, that I have personal experience with, and that I think can do the most good with cinema.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'd rather do the elbow fist. We don't do the handshake anymore. People come from different places, and it's like germs. So it's in the industry now. It's getting
30 seconds. 30
yes,
seconds.
yes.
You can move
Quickly, like,
So guys
Go
can
ahead.
turn around.
this way. Oh, so they're going that way?
Yep.
Yeah,
Who's
they're
next?
entering from the right. Yeah.
May I ask what's your name?
My name is Sahir Sethi. Yeah.
What do you do here today?
So I have a short film called Zoya that's playing in the shorts program tomorrow. Yeah.
And when people go home after they see a movie, what kind of feelings should they have in your perception?
That's an interesting question. It's a humanistic story. It's about someone trying to reconnect with an estranged person. And I feel if someone goes home watching this film, I want them to carry a sense of hope and a sense of pursuit to just, not give up and be persistent. And
Do you have the way to monetize on the movie?
I don't think so, essentially. No. No.
Why do you do this?
Because it's a story I've wanted to tell, and it's me trying to practice my skills as a storyteller. and just share my work with people.
What's the next step for you?
I'm writing my feature. I'm writing a couple of features now, and I think I'm going to graduate towards making a feature film. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice meeting you.
How are you?
I'm Dr. Sudhir Parekh.
Hello, doctor. Why did you come here today?
Well, I'm associated with this Art Council for last 17 years, since its inception. And we came a long way. We really work hard and bring this Art Council and this event into the iconic level. And now,
Who's this wonderful lady with you?
she is my wife, Sudha.
I'm Dr. Sudha Parikh.
So you both doctors?
Yeah, we
Yes,
both are doctors.
How come doctors sponsor so many movies? What
Well, because there's nothing, art is a real link between the West and East. And for East, West to look how rich East is, the only best way to look is through the movie.
Why so many doctors are funding the movies nowadays? Why do you do this?
Because we can appreciate the power of the movie, the reach of the movie, and I think that's a true good reason why we are sponsoring more and more.
But you know you're not gonna get any money back, anything back. Why do you still? It's in your heart. Why it's important to invest in the sponsor?
Media is the best way
No.
to express your thought, your culture, your belief system.
What would you say to another doctor who haven't done it? Why?
Yeah, what I would say that we made our decent living through medicine. Now in the life, always it's important it's not important what you make or what you earn. What you give back to the community is more important, and it leaves more legacy. So that's why I encourage my colleague doctors, those who can afford to invest in the movie and make this whole art industry rich.
Okay, we're not gonna shake anymore. We're gonna do elbow fist so we don't get germs to each other. Okay, so we're gonna keep distance.
Which channel you're?
This is Hollywood Bollywood Digest.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know Raju Pal?
Yes.
That's one of his projects.
Okay, great.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay.
That's my director.
Okay, we're not gonna. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and I will do cut. Okay. You're on the time. So, what's your name?
Heish Sarmalkar.
And what's your name?
Vinay Pujara.
So we meet again. Why it's so important today to be here for you?
I think New York Indian International Film Festival is the greatest platform for South Asians, by South Asians, and for everybody. So I think
We met initially when it started, and now it's almost over. What's your feeling? How did it turn out?
when you say it's over, meaning
Like the festival, we met like 2 weeks ago, right?
yeah, the press launch,
Opening
yes.
night, press launch. So what happened those 2 weeks? I'm gonna put what we're shooting now and what we shoot there together. So I want to have the continuity.
I would say the press launch was amazing because of the fact that it was a good way to tell people what's coming. And today it's actually happening. And today is the day. And so it's
What
exciting.
changed in this week?
I would say nothing has changed, but what has changed is the
Next week.
What has changed is basically a lot more people know about the films within the last 2 weeks. And what's going to happen in this week is people are going to see actually what is happening. So he can talk more about it too.
Yeah, what brings me here is my film screening on Friday 9 p.m. and it's a short film called Flight of Hope. So that's why I'm here, and it's always exciting to be at Knife
Why did you do those movies?
because I love telling stories. Yeah,
Do you think you're gonna get any money out of this?
it's just I love the art, so it's just a sake of.
But who pays for it? You have invested.
It's a,
you
it's
pay
a,
yourself.
it's a self-funded, and he's my co-producer as well as lead actor. So we work together.
Okay. We're short on time, so
So I have two shorts actually. One is Flight of Hope with Vinay. The other one is Bubbles, which is from the directors in India. That's a 17-minute film. I'm also a co-producer on that. So talking about how to fund these films, I think you have to be very passionate. You have to listen to the whispers of your heart, and then basically, if you really want to do it, you just go for it and do it.
does those doctors help you really to fund the movies?
It doesn't help to fund the movies, but with the hope that we can really have these as a business cards to show the world what we can do, and then raise money through that for our feature films.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Okay. Well,
You can go in like this. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get. Yeah, just do second round. Just go around. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
Yes, my name is Kawa Hatif.
And your name?
I'm Aditi Bhagwat.
What do you do here today?
We are here to represent our short film titled Arsa, which is going to be shown on the 5th of May at 9 in the evening.
Why did you choose short film as the way to promote your idea?
I think we thought it was appropriate for the subject matter.
Didn't have more money, or
We wish we had more money, and also, timing. So, you know what? You want the real answer? You want the real answer? I had 3 weeks on my visa in India, and I had to make a film, and I wasn't going to be able to make a 2-hour-long film.
That's a good answer. Sometimes short film is much more difficult to work.
In this case, it was.
Absolutely.
Very little time.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
When people will go home after tonight, what kind of feelings do you think they will have?
After watching our movie,
Yes.
I feel they're going to be really, really happy, content, because the one message the movie gives is that of acceptance, and I think that is something everybody needs to imbibe in them these days. And the movie also has a little entertaining factor because it uses dance and music for its.
Why acceptance is that important?
Is important.
Why?
Because we need it to survive in this society.
Yes,
You have to
yes.
accept each other.
We are all-
Everybody's different,
Yeah.
and if you can't accept each other, there's always going to be tension and problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are all social animals, so we survive together. So we have to accept each other the way we are. And that's the betterment of the society and betterment of each other.
Do you think Donald Trump will get the message?
He should talk
Hopefully,
about-
I made this movie so that he could watch it and change and become a human being.
Okay, thank you. When people go home after this, what do you want them to take away? What's the biggest takeaway from the movie?
I just feel a movie is a movie eventually. Our thoughts, our ideas matter, but eventually a movie is primarily for entertainment. And I think the
Are you gonna make money on this movie?
Yeah, hopefully millions.
hopefully,
off a short
hopefully.
film.
And then we make another short film.
We just
with-
want to make enough to make another short film, sure.
How do you fund it? Do you have your lawyers, doctors, your sponsors? You do it yourself?
Friends and lots of begging
Yeah.
people that have money.
Yeah, and a lot of help from a lot of lovely people
That's
who
true.
gathered together.
Begging doesn't help. You have to push it.
You have to
You have to push it, and a lot of goodwill because
Do good stuff, and they will follow you.
yes, they will.
that's true.
They will.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, 15 seconds.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
My name is Lenin Bharati.
And the guy behind you?
Siraj Huda, but he's with a different film. Different film.
He's a different film.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're still in the shot, so
Yeah.
either you step out or step in.
Okay, I'll step out.
Okay, so you next. Why are you here today?
My name is Lenin Bharati. My movie is Western Ghats in Tamil movie feature film. It's also nominated for Best Screenplay.
Why? Why did they nominate you? What did you do to deserve it?
Yeah, because we done a lot of things in our movie. Like it's first one day life of the peoples. It will on screen about 50 minutes. After 50 minutes, we cross 30 minutes about 14 years life.
14 years life. Okay. Do you have the distribution system for your movie?
What? Sorry.
Distribution. Are you gonna sell like in different movies? Like you
No, it
make money
not yet
online?
be released. Not yet be released. It will be
what's the plan?
released.
What's the plan?
Yeah, coming July we will release
Okay.
in theatrical.
Are you gonna release it here in States or in India? Where it's coming? What's
So all over the world.
all over the world.
Yeah.
I see. How do you fund the movies? How do you find the funds for the movies?
Yeah, my producer, one of
You
the
fund it yourself? You have your family, friends,
no
doctors, lawyers?
no one Tamil hero. His name is Vijay Sethupathi. He's the producer of this film.
So-
He's my friend.
He's your friend, so
Yeah.
that's where the money comes from.
Yeah.
I see. But why did he give you money? Why did he do it?
Yeah, because,
how did you convince him?
No, he know me very well, and the story
He's
is
your friend, that's
yeah
why.
friend. Not only that, not only
Maybe
friend.
because you
It's
did
a
best?
story.
The story.
Yeah.
The story gets him.
He want its story should be told in a screen, so he gave money.
Thank you. When people will go home after tonight, what kind of feelings do you think they will have after they see a movie?
Yeah, when watch out my movie, the people should be realized or know about the landless labor class issues in Western Ghats.
Why did you do it?
Yeah, because landless labor class people, they daily faces so many struggles in the life. For even food also they struggle.
Thank you so much. We're not going to do Shanghai. Yes. Germs. Just space. Yes. No space. Yeah. Fist bump. Better elbow fist.
Okay, elbow bump.
Yeah, because lots of people.
If you don't mind,
Yeah, please.
I'm actually an actress. I just starred in a movie in India. Hi.
How are you?
My name is Reem Kadam.
And you want to okay? Let the lady in. You can see yourself. Okay.
Hi. Hello. I'm so happy to be in New York supporting this. It's really important, I think, having movies like this, that break the barrier.
Why do you do this?
Oh my goodness, because it builds a bridge with humanity.
But no, why do you become an actress? Why didn't you do something else?
Well, first of all, it's the passion in my heart. It fuels my blood. It's everything. I feel that as an actor, you need to do it. It shouldn't be just a want. You can have it as a hobby, but I believe that building a bridge with humanity is so important. And I feel stories.
Are you gonna make any money as an actress?
I've been lucky to make some right now. I've starred in a couple movies recently, and it's been a big year for me. So yeah, that's the goal.
How do you market yourself as an actress? How do you find the gigs?
Well, I have representation, and they help me do that as well. Obviously, PR.
Do you think they take a big cut out of you, or are they actually helping you?
Oh, it's deserved. It's deserved. You need to have a team of people. You need to have people that are going to believe in you and push you.
Do you look for the gigs yourself, or you union, or?
So much. People come. I am, yeah. People approach me, and I'll either get an offer for something, or we'll have a meeting.
What would be your advice? Should you be the union actress or not?
I think it depends. That's a good question. I think it depends on the actor if they're building their footage. Yeah, if they're building their footage, if they're still starting out. But eventually, once you want to play with the big leagues, you definitely want to be part of the union.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice to meet you. And
Elbow fist.
All right, there we go. Okay, thank you. What is this?
I'm Hollywood Bollywood Digest.
Hey, how are you? Finally.
Wait. Let's rolling. Batala Ungaka. Tut. Okay, we're good. 1, 5, 3, 4, 2. Cue the talent. What's your name?
My name is Siraj Huda, and I'm with a film called Vegas. It's a short film about an Indian girl in Brooklyn who loves anime. So she dresses up with anime costumes and everything, but she also does tricks. So she gets a boyfriend, and then she sends him to buy condoms. So that's how I come in the picture.
Is that important for you? That's
Because I'm the guy who sells him condom in the deli, so I make fun of him. So it's a quaint little movie. There's a lot more story in it, but I'm an actor, so I just want to come in, promote this movie. The filmmaker is.
Why did you become an actor in the first place?
Well, I became an actor 9 years ago because the economy crashed and there was nothing else to do. I was a software engineer. So and then somebody said, "Hey, why don't you try acting?" Then I got in and I like it and love it, and now I'm a union actor.
Are you making a lot of money as an actor?
A lot of money, but enough to pay my rent and my food bill. So like 35 years ago, I was milking cows in Nepal.
What would be your advice to the new actors who wants to become union, who wants to do this? Should they do it? Not do it? What's the advice?
Okay, I do life coaching for actors. Acting is a monster. There is no guarantee. So you have to have that mindset to be able to act, but make sure you pay your bills. You're able to pay your bills. If you pay your bills, you're going to be the best actor ever. So if you have to worry about your bills, then it's a problem. And it's a mind game. It's how you manage your expectations. How do you keep your attitude happy, joyful? Even if you don't get in breaks, you still be happy as an actor. So that a lot of people don't do that. They become bitter and they become...
How do you get to the next step? How do you get to be a bigger actor?
Well, basically having a good representation. So I have a small agent now. Next step is to get a bigger agent and go for auditions. The more auditions you go for, the better chance you have. So, all right, it's a good option, but you have to be strong to get into be an actor.
What makes you a good actor?
Is know yourself. I'm grounded. I know who I am in my life, so it helps me to bring the character in.
How's your wife, your family? Do they like the choice?
I'm still single. That helps me. Well, my parents are dead, but I'm an older guy, so that helps you because you've been there, you've done it. All the young actors, they have to prove something. I'm already done it. So I'm a character actor. So my acting is a little less than what if you want to be a lead actor or a big star. So that's the thing going on for me. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, man.
Cut.
Hi, I'm in Gujarati, by the way.
Oh, okay.
30 seconds. 15.
Yeah, after this.
Okay, got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. What's your name?
Sadish Kamath.
What do you do?
I'm a filmmaker. I'm here with a film called Side A, Side B.
Okay. Why do you do the film?
Well, it's a real-world musical. I made a conversation film. I made an experimental film with some anthology before, and I wanted to make a film where actors are actually singing live, playing the music live, and to actually capture it in the real world.
Do you think you're gonna make money this way more than you made in the last movie that you made?
Well, nobody makes movies, as in independent filmmakers don't make movies to make money. We make movies because we believe in a story and we want to tell the story no matter what. So I hope it does make the movies, and luckily today there's Netflix, so since considering the fact that my last 2 films are on Netflix, I don't think I should worry too much about the film making money as long as I get to do what I want.
Are you making money from Netflix?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What's your advice for the new filmmakers? How do you get to Netflix? What did you do to get to that level?
Well, you need to tell original stories with very good production values to make sure that they don't
Equipment is important, the talent, what's the funding,
I shot my film with iPhone, so I'm not going to tell you equipment is important. But what's inside the frame is important,
Usually, the sound is more important than the picture. What's your suggestion for the new folks?
No, everything is important. The sound is important, the visual is important. So I'm saying what you use to capture it is the least important thing. But what's inside the frame is the most important thing. So as long as you have a script and compelling performances and decent cinematography.
So Netflix wouldn't care. It's 4K, 8K, as long as it's the right thing. So don't waste time, money for the...
Exactly. Yeah, we shot this film in 44 hours on a train, so with 2 phones. And it's a musical. So anything is possible.
Wonderful. When people will go home after this event, what kind of feelings should they have after they see a movie?
What kind of films?
Feelings. When they go home.
What kind of feelings they should have? Well, I hope it makes them remember their first love, makes them laugh a bit, make them miss the one that got away, and, feel good about the time, their first love, I guess.
Are you married? Is that something that you're looking for someone? So do you make a movie about love? Has it personal interest in you?
Oh yeah, all my films are about relationships, so that's become my kind of thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cut.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Ready? Wait. Why did you make short films?
Well, my film is actually a short documentary. It's called Life on the Ganges. My name is Indra Samani, and my film screens next Saturday, May 6th. And I'm actually a journalist, and so I've been a journalist for at least 20 years. I teach broadcast journalism, so I shot, wrote, and directed this film. I was one of the writers of the film.
What's the advantage of being a journalist when you're shooting a movie? Is it different from other folks who are not journalists?
Well, I think it helps because I have experience in how to tell a story. And so I have that storytelling experience, so it helps me write my stories. It helps me with crafting the film. It helps me having the background on how to shoot a film, and so forth.
When people go home after this event and seeing your movie, what kind of feelings would they have when they go home in your perception? What would they feel?
Well, I hope it makes them want to go to Varanasi during the time of Dev Diwali, because it's a story of the boatmen who travel up and down the Ganges River and take tourists to during Dev Diwali to the various ghats there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. This is Alexander Gurman reporting from the Indian Film Festival, and today is the premiere of the Lipstick and quite a few other works. Thank you.
Have made two films, Ventilator in Marathi and Sarvan in Punjabi. She's now become a producer, and we don't know whether we'll see her in the films, but we will see her mother, Mother Chopra, who's coming to do the Q&A. Most of our films have Q&As after with the director and with the lead actors if they happen to be in the city. We have several events for our filmmakers, aspiring filmmakers as well as filmmakers who are here and those veterans who come to help support us. We have industry panels in distribution, shooting in New York City and New York State. We have David Tageoff from CAA coming and talking to us about, talking to our filmmakers about international markets. We have Sunil Sadarandani talking about media for shorts. And we have amazing workshops by Umesh Kulkarni, who is an award-winning filmmaker. Shoot a short film. That goes over 2 days. So we've got something actually for everyone. The films are in multiple genres, and everything is downstairs here at the Village East. And tickets are available online as well as you can come to the door and get them. But I think if you get them online, you're much safer. And it's better for us too, because we know how many people are coming and you're supporting the films and the filmmakers. The closing night film is a lovely movie called You Are My Sunday, and it's on Sunday, May 7th at Mason Hall, Baruch College, and immediately following that we've got a very cool funky party at the Gramsci Theatre. So if you haven't got your tickets for that, please do that immediately. Buy them so that you're assured that you see this wonderful film. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Enjoy the film.
– 15 seconds. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
I'm Tanushri Datta. I'm an Indian actor.
What do you do here today?
I'm here to just attend the festival, watch the movies.
What's your favorite one?
I haven't seen any of those, but I'm particularly interested in watching Lipstick Under Burqa. Especially
why is that? Do you think it's a woman production?
Yeah, it's a woman-centric film, and the movie has raised a couple of questions in India, and
it's a little bit too sexist. They didn't want to publish it. And,
yes.
They gave you a hard time, and that's why you sympathetic to them, to the mission.
Yes, I mean I'm curious actually more than sympathetic because I don't know much about what's gone down with that film. I do know there's a bit of a controversy, and that's why I want to watch it. So.
Okay. Which movies did you participate in?
I've done a bunch of films in Bollywood.
Why did you become an actress in the first place?
I didn't plan to. I took part in a beauty pageant, the Miss India pageant, and I represented.
You know Raju Pal, which India pageant? Like a Miss India Worldwide?
No, Miss India Universe. I represented India at Miss Universe in 2004. and I started getting movie offers after that. So I did a whole bunch.
So would you recommend other girls to join the pageant so they can become an actress like you?
Well, I mean, people join pageants for different reasons.
Pageantry is art by itself. It's a very different attitude, building confidence, being know who you are, have a platform to stand. How that translates to become an actress?
In India, it does, because in India, if you're a pageant winner, people just assume you would be a good actress, because we've had before me a lot of successful movie actresses who were Miss Indias. So when I came in, they just offered.
How the transition went down?
How did?
The transition from being a pageant girl, like pageant walk, pageant thoughts, like
Bollywood.
being about you, to Bollywood.
Well,
where you see Hollywood, Bollywood.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
Raju Pal, my
Raju Pal,
partner. He
the
does a
one
lot
who
of
is
movies.
with me?
We do a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like my calendars are like models from India, like a Indian model calendar.
They have got their magazine
That's-
also. They have
That's
got-
my magazine.
Okay.
I work for the Raj, so he's my partner.
Okay. So you asked about the transition. I was really young. I was I just turned 20. I'm 33 now. I was 20 back then. I didn't.
In American age, we're young.
Yes.
my wife always say, "Oh, I'm older," but here we have.
No, I mean,
longer life.
what I mean to say is that I was so young that I really didn't think it through. So I won the pageant. I started getting movie offers, and I just jumped right into it. I had no fears or insecurities.
Family support.
Yes, yeah.
Like your husband, your family support you in the movie business?
I'm not married yet,
Okay.
but back then my parents supported me. Yeah, they've always been supportive.
How come so many models and so many actresses are not married actually?
Well, I don't know. A lot of them are married.
I have interview today. Now, like 10. I did the Tribeca Film Festival. Pretty much 80% of my clients, people I interview, are not married. In New York, that's a normal thing here.
I guess you travel so much, you become wise. And
Career also is important.
I really don't know. I mean,
Is that not important for you?
no, it is important for me. I think
Why haven't you done that? You're so beautiful. You can get any guy you want.
I know, but okay. Let me say that. I guess a lot of people. No, it's not. A lot of people are unmarried. I guess you find it peculiar because.
Actresses, specifically beautiful ones. Do you think the guys lack of confidence because you're so beautiful? They would walk to a normal girl, but if the status of the pageantry, she won the pageant, she's an actress. I don't deserve the girl like that. Do you think it's a stamina? It's difficult because I have friends who won the pageants like you. I have friends who are actresses. They are successful. They have lots of money. They're really wealthy, and they don't sleep at night. The pillow is wet with the tears, and they can't find the proper guy. They want to get married, but they can't find the right guy for themselves.
I guess that's something that men and women in general face. But
Actresses, get back to you.
well, I don't think I'm
Not
special.
general, you.
No, I don't.
You are special.
I don't think I'm special just because I'm an actress. I believe that when God has a plan for me and when He has a good man for me, He will just show up.
You don't have to do anything.
Our marriages are made in heaven.
Marriages
And
are
the
really
prince,
made in heaven.
Prince of wealth is already over there. See, he will come. He's on the way. He will come and propose to her.
I truly feel like
You're beautiful. You're doing all of those movies.
But there are a lot
So
of
much
princes.
attention.
There are a lot of princes who are coming from all over world to propose.
it's
her.
not
So she has
like
to select now.
it's not like I've not been in love before. I have been in love, and I have I do hope a married future for myself. But I want to wait for the right person, because when I see around in this generation, I've seen my friends, I've seen people around, and how they're getting married and then they're getting divorced. I don't like that.
You're afraid to get divorced. That's why you didn't get married as an actress. So many actresses. Actually, she did it once, twice.
Yeah, but a lot of times I meet guys, and even before I marry them, I know I'm going to divorce them. So, I mean, I'm just kidding, but
You want to live in the moment and just enjoy the time. If God gave you some time together, why don't you want to take it?
I just want to meet the right person. I want to meet the right person, because marriage is. Yeah, I mean, you know, marriage is for life, you know. I would want to meet someone who I think that, okay, this is it for life, and everything is not going to always be good. See, in a marriage, everything is not always going to go well, right? Sometimes you'll have ups and downs, and sometimes you're going to hate the person, sometimes they're going to hate you. But the only way you can live through it is at least if you know in your heart that you love them, you are in love with that person, and you're not marrying just because the society expects you to get married, or your friends think that you should get married. Or
You should talk to my daughter. My daughter is 15. She thinks the similar way like you.
Yeah, because
You're a little older than her.
but you know, I mean, you want to. I mean, we all like to live in that fantasy, and I would like to keep my fantasy is that okay, marriage is forever. What happens? We'll never know what.
Do you think you live in a fantasy, so that's why you, in the real world, you're alone, actress, so beautiful and
Not fantasy, but I'm saying like the utopian dream that to marry and then to be married forever. I would want that. So it's okay. I can take my time. Like you said, I'm young, right? So there's no rush.
Okay, so we're gonna cut, and thank you so much.
You just
I apologize. Oh, okay. Cut. Okay. 30 seconds. Quiet on set. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
Poli Trehan.
And what's your name?
Neeli Lakhani.
What are you doing here today?
I am volunteering and promoting the Indian Film Festival, which is the best.
Why do you volunteer? Why do you think it's important?
It is actually an exposure of Indian films, and Arun, who is.
It's important for you to volunteer. Why do you volunteer on a film festival? You can volunteer anywhere you want. Why people should?
I believe in this. I believe in her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You believe that's why you volunteer on film festival?
Yes, on her film festival.
Her.
Yes, Arun's film festival.
Any film festival, this particular one.
Absolutely.
Why other people should volunteer on this particular film festival? How this festival is different from the Tribeca Film Festival, from all the other ones?
I'm from India.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I feel that this is what I would like to promote, and I feel very strongly about India.
You still live here in the United States. People who really care for India, they're back home in India. You're doing this here in the States. How that translates, it's different. Like, there are film festivals in India, in Japan, there are different. Why United States, Indian Film Festival?
Because I think that India is a country that needs exposure because of the country that it is. It is an absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
We have a very large Indian community in New York and in New Jersey.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
We have a festival here.
Yes. Absolutely.
When people go home after today, I'm gonna hold it for you. What kind of feelings would you like them to have?
Well, it just it connects you one step closer to what is happening in the Indian subcontinent, whether it's India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. This particular film festival really has this knack for just selecting some of the best films there are out there. I mean, many years back, Slumdog Millionaire. Film festival, I was always just very interested in South Asia.
How did you find us? Did you find us on the Facebook, Instagram? How did you learn?
Well, I volunteered with the film festival 7 years back.
So when 7 years back, how did you find out?
I was at a book launch that was a launch that was being done by the Indo-American Arts Council, which is the parent of the New York Indian Film Festival, the Literary Festival, the Dance Festival. So the type of energy that particular group had, it was just like, wow, how do I become a part of this?
When people will go home after tonight's performances, what kind of feelings should you think they will have?
Well, after tonight, I hope that they enjoyed the red carpet, meeting some outstanding guests and filmmakers that have come from all over the world. And most notably is this actual film, Lipstick Under My Burqa, which is quite pushing on a lot of topics. Women, sexual desires.
Why is sexual desires that important?
Well, it's important, especially when you...
That's a very sexist movie. That's a female-driven movie. Lots of people don't
Well,
talk about this kind of stuff.
especially in a lot of these Asian countries.
In India, it's even prohibited. It's not, we can see it here, but back home, they can't see it here.
It is, in so many ways, India is still working on going past some of these taboos.
Today, film festival will help us too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do you think we're going to make a statement?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, especially since it's being banned in India.
Banned in India, but it's been unbanned. It has passed through the censor board, and
They call it woman-centric. They call it specifically for women. They don't call it like a...
well, this one particular thing.
It's a little bit chauvinistic in that sense.
But they've labeled it many things. But at the end of it, when a topic that you are not used to discussing outwardly is coming in, we are conservative by nature. This is just one hurdle, and we will get through it. And this film is just one example of female filmmakers.
To you personally?
Yes, I'm a woman, and. How about you?
Absolutely. I totally
I think we have
feel-
sexual desires. I think we.
You're allowed to talk about it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Do you feel that when the gentlemen see that, they realize that it's the woman, it's not just wife, but has her own role? Would that change their perception of how to treat a lady?
How to look at a woman? Yes.
A woman is same desires, same.
Different.
Yeah.
Not the guy desires.
Yeah.
Desires are different.
Yes, they are.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Cut.
Thank you so much. So, what is this for?
30 seconds. 15, 5, 4, 2, 3. Cue the talent. Let's talk about what changed since our first meeting in the opening ceremony. How did you manage those couple of days before it, when we met and today?
Okay, so you're talking about the kickoff.
Yes.
Today is the opening night. That was the kickoff where we were telling the media what we were going to do. Today is the actual opening night. Well, in those few days, we had to get a lot done. We had to make sure the prints were ready, the theaters were ready, all our filmmakers were coming in, a lot of hospitality, a lot of printmaking, a lot of stuff was happening. Get everyone organized, basically.
And what's future goals for us? What's the next step?
Oh, we've got a whole week of films. We've got 8 days of phenomenal films every day, 4 screens running simultaneously.
In behind the scenes, are you getting ready for any sideway production? Anything? Are you ready with your B plan, C plan in case something happens wrong?
Well, you know, we're always ready with various other things. Our film festival is going to happen. Even for the prints for each film, we always have a backup. So there's always something happening. It's not that we're going to cancel a film altogether.
Right now, there is a film festival taking place in Bahamas, if you know, and they have a nightmare because of the accommodations. How are you different? They use the models. They charge people a lot of money to come there, and look where are they? You're charged not that much, and you are much more successful than them. What's your secret in those 20 years?
Well, I think we're a not-for-profit arts organization. People know that we're doing this out of passion. We're doing this because we
You didn't
love
use the models. You use the actual real people.
We use real people. We don't use models. And we use the actual filmmakers and everyone. And we bring them in. We actually bring the filmmakers in. We host them in hotels.
But why they come to you? Why they trust you?
Well, They trust us because we show good films, and they want to be at a platform where they know that their film is going to be recognized as a film worth taking. Because when we have a film at our festival, it's a true choice. People submit their films, and when they're finally told that they're part of our festival, they're delighted.
When you started that thing 20 years ago, what made move you? Why did you still do this?
Well, we started the Arts Council 20 years ago. The film festival was a few years after that, so this year's our 17th year. I actually started it because New York City and North America really didn't recognize the arts from India. Whether it's film, dance, music, anything, they didn't recognize it. Now they are recognizing it, and I think we were
in the future, next 20 years, where do you see in 20 years with the festival?
Well, I think that people will start accepting these films, and more theaters will show them after we've premiered them, because we only show.
Isn't that just the money? If more people will come to buy the tickets, the theaters would want the movie. They probably don't make money.
It's not only money, it's the kind of film, because all our films are socially conscious. Whereas people want bang bang and they want blockbusters and we don't do that.
About social conscious?
Not really. The social conscious movies open, they show for a week and close. They don't really. Now people are learning a little more, and I think what's...
Are you working with the public access TV? You can show any films on public access TV.
We can. We haven't worked with them yet, but we're willing to work with anyone who can partner with us to show our films.
I'm a producer in the New York Public Access TV. If you want to show films in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, I can put you.
That's great. Connect with me.
It's a lot of channels. It's a free TV. And a lot of people who cannot put their films in a commercial TV or cable TV, public access TV is built for that purpose specifically. We have 4 channels in Manhattan, we have 4 channels in Queens and Brooklyn. So every borough has, and every person who has any type of TV has access to this. So the conscious films that you produce are made for the public access TV.
I think that's fantastic. We would love to partner with you. We would love to show it. I didn't know about you.
Okay.
Now that I do, we can do it.
When you come home and you turn your TV, you will be able to see all those public access TV.
That's fantastic. We'll do it from now on.
Deal?
Deal.
Because the germs, people travel, we try
they now do this instead of shaking hands.
And we try to stay away, because when I do the interview, I tend to spit. So I try to have my distance from my interviewers, and I have a couple of kids and meet so many people from different world. So the elbow balm is the most safest one for the safety, like Ebola. There are plenty of germs. So New York is very private space. So not because of Donald Trump. No, he didn't start that. He doesn't have. Okay. This cut.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give me your.
Yeah. Get a jacket and I'll see you guys.
Come closer so I can see the background. 30 seconds. Batalan Ungaka. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. May I ask what's your name?
Rahul Bose.
What are you doing here today?
I have a film called Purna, which I've produced and directed. Yes.
Why did you produce this movie?
Well, it's a sensational true story of the youngest girl in history to climb Mount Everest, a 13-year-old girl who's tribal from Telangana. So I just thought it was a great inspirational story to put out there.
And Rahul, you're a great actor yourself. So what we want to ask you about is, what was your inspiration behind making a movie like Purna, and how was your drift? How challenging was it from being in front of the camera to go behind it?
Well, I think that the inspiration was just to show that the impossible can be achieved in the country if you just never give up. And if the system works for you and you have an honest, passionate officer in charge of the system, as Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar showed when he mentored Purna. Directing the film was, I've directed a film before, 16 years ago, called Everybody Says I'm Fine. So I'm just, I think what the challenge this time was, I was shooting on digital, and there was a lot of VFX, especially the Everest parts and things that I had to master.
Mirrorless cameras is better nowadays?
I'm sorry?
The mirrorless, the new Sonys.
Well, no, we used the Epic, and we shot on Red, and
So much space takes. The mirrorless is much less space.
well, maybe next time round.
And it's easier to control it.
Yeah, I know. I was very happy with the grain and texture I got on the Epic, so my cinematographer chose that, and we had great lenses, which really is what matters. So we made sure that he had a great package of lenses, and we
Expensive production?
It wasn't cheap. It wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't cheap.
How did you find the funding? Did you put your own money into this?
No, we had funders who came in because it's a great story, and everybody backed the film, and it took us just 3 months to raise the money.
Do you think you're going to make a lot of money and this movie will be more like a blockbuster?
No, I think this film will break even. It's already in its 5th week. It's released in India. It's in its 5th week in India, and it's done very well. And with all the various revenue streams coming in, the film will break even, maybe make a
What other stream of revenue you're considering?
digital. We're on Amazon Prime. There's
Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
Just Amazon?
Yeah, and then we have
Why don't you do the Hulu, Netflix? Why didn't you consider Amazon specifically?
we got the best offer from them.
Amazon is the best one. Once you exclusive, just one.
Yes.
Now, what would you like to say anything about the prominent characters in this movie? Since you're saying it's about a girl who climbs Mount Everest, so did you have to train her during on sets? Some challenges?
Yes, of course. It was a very, very challenging film to make. Training the actress was one of our challenges, but the film starts in the real tribal village where this girl grew up, 45 degrees centigrade, and then it goes all the way up to the shots of Everest, which we did in Sikkim at 15,000 feet in January, which was minus 15 degrees centigrade. So in those 60 degrees lies the entire story of this film. It was a very hard film to shoot, rock climbing shots.
Difficult. The camera squeeze was difficult.
It was logistically very, very difficult because we had to make sure that we got shots in very limited amounts of time.
How did you manage it? What did you do?
A great planning. We planned it like an army expedition.
Before, like what was the?
We just had to plan. We had 3 different angles. We had a jimmy jib on top of the rock when we were shooting at 650 feet. We had low angle shots. We had drone shots. We had a lot of VFX to do. Later on, it took 3 months just in terms of putting together the real footage.
Talk about sound.
The sound itself was, the location sound was a challenge because there's a lot of wind, but outside of that, the sound design, we did a lot of wild track work when we didn't have wind, and then we did a lot of work, we shot the film on Dolby Atmos, so the sound design, a lot of post-production. The sound design was a great challenge, but also creatively worked out really well.
In Bollywood, we have a lot of films which are made on true life stories. We had Dangal, where these girls came up in, and they were exposed. Like the whole country knew who these girls were. We had Mary Kom, where Priyanka Chopra plays Mary Kom, and the whole country knows who Mary Kom was. So this girl, who's based on a true story, how has it impacted her life? Like, has she been? Did you show the girl in the movie, the real girl who actually climbed Mount Everest?
The real girl is in the end credits. But now the whole country knows who she is. Earlier, nobody knew about the story. Now they do, since, as I said, the film has been running in its 5th week. And her story is out there for everybody to see, and for the rest of her life, she will be known and judged by what they see in the movie. So that was a big responsibility for me when I was filming, to make sure I got the tonality of the film.
Can you talk about the insurance, the safety? Because young girl, 13-year-old, God forbid she falls, something happens, she dies. What would you say to her parents? Like, how did you ensure that, maybe someone raped her on the set? Like, how do you make sure that all those things are safe and are done properly?
That's taken for granted. I mean, of course, we had tremendous safety precautions. The person who scaled Mount Everest, who trained Purna, trained our actress, and his entire team was there through the entire film. As far as safety of girls and women on the set is concerned, we had a charter where the actors could not work more than 4 hours at a time because they were child actors, and not more than 8 hours in a day. And so that was the charter we put in place. In terms of the entire issue of harassment on the sets. We had a charter of gender equality, of sexual harassment. There was an external panel that would look at any problems. So it was a problem-free, incident-free filming.
But we want
Congratulations.
To wish you all the best. We want to wish you all the best, Rahul. It's a great effort, and we at Hollywood Bollywood would like to wish you, your cast, and your crew all the very best, and may you do great.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you for
very
your
much.
time. Thank you. Just one little bite, if you can give us, just saying that this is Rahul Bose and you're watching Hollywood Bollywood. If you can give it to us, that would be great.
Hi, this is Rahul Bose, and you're watching Hollywood Bollywood.
Cut. Thank you. 30 seconds. Quiet on set. Batala Ngaka. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Sapna Patel. And
What are you doing here?
so we are here to support the movie that's on right now. There are a lot of Indian films that are banned in India, and they are displaying here, so we are here to support the events.
What do you do?
So I am also, well, I'm a profession, by profession I'm a nurse, but I'm also involved in Indian communities events and non-profit organization events, and of course the film events and stuff like that.
Why it's important for you to be involved?
See, we have to know why. A tree is always connected to the roots. So I am from India, and I would like to be connected to Indian community, to Indian events, to Indian culture, and this is why I'm here to support the Indian films.
You're pretty. Would you be considering yourself to be an actress, perhaps, in the movie?
Well, no, to be very honest, no, because I don't see myself on the camera. I rather be behind the camera. I rather be managing the things than being on the camera. Yes.
Okay, what do you know behind the camera? Do you know how to do the gaffs? Do you know how to do the director, the floor manager? Which jobs do you know?
So the main thing I love to manage. So anything that's managing, like, you have to manage the time, the schedule, the artists, the time. So it's
jobs on set have you done so far?
So I also do backstage management for concerts, for many culture events and all that stuff happens. So I also do backstage management for the programs.
You're organized.
Yes.
You meet a lot of people.
I meet a lot of people, it's the way you connect to Indian community, to Indian people like-minded like you. So yes.
When people go home after today's festival and they're watching this movie right now, what kind of feelings should they have in your mind? What should they feel when they go home?
It's very hard for me to answer this question because I haven't seen the movie, or I don't know a lot about the movie. So once I see the movie, I'll definitely be able to I'll see what the expectations are.
So how come you doing an interview with me now rather than watching a movie?
Because, well, we missed it. I came a little late and we missed it. So I don't want to start the half movie. I don't want to start watching from the half. So that's why.
I see. So, but you will watch something else maybe later.
Maybe later, yes. No, definitely I want to see the movie, but I just don't want to start from the half. I want to start from the beginning.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cut.
Thank you.
But quiet on the set. 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay a little bit closer. And cue the talent. What's your name?
My name is Bharat Goradia. I am the promoter of Bollywood artists, especially in USA. So
why did you become a promoter?
Because it is an opportunity to be with the Bollywood artist and to make people very happy once I come with the Bollywood artist.
You can be a carpenter, you can be an Uber driver. Why you do this job?
Yeah, it is only because when my mother passed away in about 2007, so when I asked her what is her last wish, she said try to spread smiles on as many faces as possible. And though I am an attorney, CPA and a cost accountant, but still I prefer to do this job only because when I am standing next to Hema Malini or with Preeti Zinta or with Nargis Fakhri.
Why so many CPAs support the film festival? I have interviewed quite a few CPAs and they gave money to different movies.
Yeah, this is the only platform where we can mingle with all the Hollywood, Bollywood, film star, TV star, the directors from Bollywood.
Why it's important for you to mingle with them?
No, because the CPA, of course, that's a coincidence that there are a lot of CPAs who are coming over here because this is a Sunday, and Sunday afternoon we wanted to see and make our evening.
Because the tax season is over?
Yeah, almost tax season is over now. People have paid a lot of taxes to US government, so now just to enjoy. This is the time to enjoy, and therefore people have come over here, CPA.
What's your feeling about this film festival?
Yeah, it's a wonderful film festival, especially this is an Indian film festival, so to get a great opportunity to meet and greet with all the film star and directors and producers and all. So great opportunity, and to
why
see
people should meet directors, producers, why it's important?
Since it is for me, because I'm with these Bollywood stars, they get the opportunity to mingle with the directors so that they may get the film and the directors may get a good star. Right, so it's
so they come to the festival to get a good star.
Yeah, I mean the directors comes only to watch the films, and if at all they get a good star over here, they can think of them in casting in their next directorial venture.
Do you do castings?
Of course, yeah, I do castings also.
Which studios do you like for the casting? Do you like Ripley's?
Sorry, come again?
Ripley Studios? Which studios do you use for your casting?
I just, since I'm from Bollywood, there are a lot of directors who wanted some of the star cast.
But where do you put, like, do you put it on Model Mayhem? Do you put it on Craigslist? Where do you post your castings? Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. Yes.
You have a lot of followings, and that helps you to get your castings?
Yes, there are a lot of Instagram and Facebook is a very common social media now. Everybody is getting all the information on social media, like Facebook and.
Well, Facebook is dying comparing to the like Snapchat is winning now.
Yes.
Like, are you moving to the Snapchat?
I'm already on the Snapchats. Already on the Snap. I have to be with this.
Okay. Second part, let me do this a little bit further. Okay. So let's. Okay. Kill my frame. Just stand there. Five, 4, 3, 2, cue the count. And they cut us off, so let's go back to the last message, social media.
Yeah, so social media is the only media right now which is very powerful, and people get all the information, people get a lot of business because of
then why should we come to the festivals ever if we can do everything on social media?
Here is the golden opportunity to see some of the pictures which are banned in India. So you can see, like Lipstick today, what they are screening of Indian film, Lipstick, which is few days before it was banned in India. It was not released because some of the scenes which is not allowed by Indian censor board over there, which is screened over now. So that's why it's a golden opportunity to see the pictures which are not available.
My question is, if people can do their casting, if they can do their networking, if they can do all the work now on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all those social media platforms, why they still come to the film festivals physically? So is that a waste of time?
No, it's not a waste of time. As I said, people are not coming here for casting. If at all any director gets a star, and if star gets a director, if they are getting together well, then they may think
it's important in Instagram. You can do Photoshop, you can retouch, you can get the best images out there. When you come here, you can see the real person. You can see the bone structure. You can see the facial, like the way the person really sounds, not the way sound engineer makes the person sound. Doesn't that important?
My dear friend, it is always important when you meet one-to-one. There are a lot of ideas which you can exchange, which you may not get the opportunity to exchange on Facebook or Instagram. So here, when you are meeting personally, there are a lot of vibrations, there are a lot of thoughts which you can exchange with each other, getting ideas, how you like, how I like. That is the way, that is why people are meeting.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Cut.
All the best wishes. Okay.
Can you see yourself? I can, yeah. Okay. 30 seconds. Quiet on the set. 5, 4, 3, 2, cue the talent. What's your name?
My name is Asha.
What are you doing here today?
So I'm helping Arun, making sure the event is working well, the volunteering, and making sure everything is going
Why
well.
do you volunteer on the film festival?
It's interesting. You get to network with a lot of people, you get to meet different celebrities, and it's great.
Why it's interesting for you to meet celebrities?
Because to see how they are off the camera, how they are in person, so it's pretty cool.
Okay. And what's your favorite movie in this film festival?
So I've actually watched Purna. Purna is a really great film. Yep, it's coming out. And it's
You think that it's a 13-year-old girl and she's climbing Everest, and the sound the in American ears porno like has a little bit of like very like porno like sound, so it's a very sexist way of naming the girl for American ear. Or do you think it's a coincidence, or they had that in mind?
Well, it's good to bring out different topics out, especially with film, because it gets the word out, whether it be controversial or not controversial. So with Purna, I mean, it comes out with the Indian girl on the top of a mountain. I feel like that's, nationality-wise, that's really great.
Okay. When people will go home and after they watch this movie or the other movies, what kind of feelings do you think they will have?
Well, being very proud for India, being very proud and rooting for your girls, you don't hear a lot about Indian women climbing mountains, So just being very happy about that and feeling like a sense of pride.
So do you think there is a chauvinistic look towards the Indian folks here in States, or specifically Indian women?
I wouldn't say chauvinistic, more like a good sense of being proud, and just rooting for them. Because
Lipstick is a very woman-centric movie.
Yeah, that is. It's a very controversial movie as well, but it brings certain ideas to the light. So,
would you think that this movie would teach your future husband, or you have a husband already, about something about women's sexuality?
Yeah, I mean, more about women equality, I would say. It's good to have importance on both genders and, making sure that everything is equal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any suggestions for our viewers for the Bollywood?
Just have fun, watch all the films, get to know everybody, and just immerse yourself in the world of film, if anything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cut. I can make it.
I'm like really far away.
But I want to have the dress, I have the fabric. Thank you. Let's stay a little bit closer.
Closer, right?
Yes, that's much better. I'll hold it for you.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay, 30 seconds. Rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2. Cue the talent. We are here today with our star of the lipstick. And this lady had been busy for the last couple of days, right? We met at the kickoff day.
Yes, we did.
And what happened since today?
I went to Dallas, I went to Austin, I went to LA, and now I'm in New York.
Why did you go to those places?
Well, the film was screening in these various festivals there, and I wanted to travel with the film, and I had the opportunity to go to each festival and see how the audiences are reacting to like different states and different cities and the whole of the US.
Why it is important to be in so many festivals, not just one, like Tribeca or something?
I think because everybody reacts to the film differently, but what is nice is that it's resonating in the same way, and it's kind of catching the pulse of the audiences. So I like to see how women and men react to the scenes.
Is there a clever marketing on your side or promoting the movie? Or it's just
It's a personal agenda. I had like this month off and I didn't have any work lined up this month.
Do you think they do a lot of still casting on the film festival? They look at you as an actress and see what you have done and you might land the next big duke?
I don't really look at it like that, but I like to meet different people and I like to see how people react to a certain piece of work that you've done. And you've already put in so much effort into that work and you would like to see how people are reacting to that. So, of course, it's an opportunity. You meet a lot of people and you never know what comes out of it.
Why it's important to meet a lot of people?
Because you come to know their stories. And I have actually, in this last 1 month, seen what the American dream to a lot of people is and how difficult it is for them to survive in this country.
What's your story? Which story do you bring except plus the movie?
What story did I bring?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just a vagabond living out of my suitcase, going from one city to another city, living in different beds, waking up every morning in a different room. And I think it's exciting. I'm going to probably go back home and blog about it.
Okay, you can blog this still from here. You don't have to go home. You can keep doing this.
Oh, you want me to stay in New York? I'll happily stay in New York. Just give me a job.
I guess maybe your travel because so you can get those electrical jobs.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll.
What job do you look for?
I just looked at acting jobs. So there is
Are you a union actress?
Not in the US, but in India, yes.
In India. Would you like to become a union actress here?
Sure. Are you getting me the union?
You pay the fee and you become one.
Are you sponsoring my visa?
So you need to find a sponsor. Right?
Yeah.
You need a sponsor.
Yeah. Whoever wants to sponsor, please feel free. You can sponsor my visa.
Why would people sponsor you for the visa?
Because they like me.
Okay, so that's the elevator pitch. 3 seconds because they like you. That's okay. And next thing.
I have to go back. I'm committed to do a play which opens in September, so I'm going to get into full throttle rehearsals in June.
Okay. And why do you do this play?
Because I've been doing theatre for the last 10 years and this play is really special. We're trying to do something new in India. We're trying to do 30 days like a Broadway style.
But do you have a vision that, let's say, in a couple of years, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to be here in States, or you still want to be an Indian actress?
I don't think, actors should confine themselves to a certain language or like to a certain country. If there is an opportunity anywhere, they should definitely look at exploring it.
Do you have a vision?
Of course I have a vision.
To stay home-centric, like India, or like
Not really. I'm quite all right, like living out of my suitcase. So I'm quite happy looking at opportunities if there are
Is
any.
it difficult, like say, if you decide to marry one day or settle with the kids, would that something that change for you?
Of course it would. I think kids and marriage changes a lot for you, and yeah, I mean that's why I'm choosing.
Such a choice not to have it at this moment and travel.
Yes.
What moves you?
Well, if I had a child, I would not be able to travel as much as I have. So, my child would be wanting my attention, my husband would be wanting my attention. So I kind of feel privileged that I don't have any of this, holding me back. My parents understand, like, I need to
Do you think
travel.
child and family holds you back?
Not really. See, okay, that's a choice.
Your movie is teaching about sexuality. And
Of course it is, and I think it talks about what women really want to do, and not what society wants you to do. It's what you want to do, and this is what I choose to do. I choose to travel. I choose to, not settle in one place. I like to go about. I like to be on the move. So that's something I like to do. I've been doing that for like years now.
Okay, and how that speaks to you as far as the character in Lipstick?
Oh.
Is that has a personal connection to this?
Oh yes, it does. It has a deep personal connection. Have you seen the film?
You spoke about it. I seen some trailers.
Did you watch the film?
No.
So when you watch the film, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely watch the film after that. Cut. Good job.
Thanks. That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Set, Batalana, Ungaka. 1, 2, rolling. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 2, cue the talent. Hello, and let me ask you, what's your name?
My name is Anupama Gupta.
What do you do here today?
I just came here to watch the movies. I came with one of our friends. His name is Ritesh. He's with Awesome TV.
Okay.
And I was...
Why, for you as a lawyer, it's important to watch movies and support the movie festivals?
Well, actually, if you really think about the movie they're playing today inside, Lipstick Under the Burqa, right? It's an amazing concept. The subject that they have picked up, though it has been through a lot of controversies, we have read about it a lot. In India, they were not giving the license, right? The certification board said it's very lady-oriented, which according to me was a debatable topic. For me, it's not only lady-oriented, it's also affecting the men in the society. When would
you like your husband to know that women have feelings also, and they have their own sexuality and fun?
Absolutely. Every single girl in this world has a right to talk about sexuality, and they say communication is the key to every problem, and people don't really believe that. People don't really implement it in their lives. If girls are not coming out, they're not talking clearly about their sexual desires.
So it's
a problem.
They have to come out and change the world. Is that's the message? You want the man to see the movie as well, much as women, and see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every single man, they should go and watch the movie and try to get the message behind the movie instead of just being focused on the beautiful women being in the movie. I think if they go out, if they see the movie, they will be able to see a different side of the movie.
Do you see maybe they look at it, if not as a porn, but something sexual, something that's entice them to watch it, and then they, while they in thinking of it as a sexual movie, then they get the message that it's actually quite chauvinistic of them to think that way. Absolutely. And they have to change and be more acceptable.
It is. It is. I mean, it is changing. I will not say it's been exactly the same the way it used to be. The generation gap has been shown in the movie, but I did not complete the movie yet, but I'm not sure how much they have passed on to a different generation. Earlier, girls, ladies, they never used to go out against their family. It used to be parents first, then family, the husband. But now things are changing. Girls are more independent. They know what they're talking about. They know their desires. And they have full right to talk about it. And guys, basically, it's the guy's problem. They have to get it straight that if a girl is talking out about her desires, it's not bad. You cannot see her as...
Do you see it's wrong to put this as a problem for the woman or a problem for the guy? Why it's not together fixing that solution? Why it's separate? Oh, the guy is a bad guy. It's a bad cop, good cop, or it's a movie for the woman. Why it's not together? Why it's not a couple movie where a girl teach her boyfriend about that she has also feelings?
No, I do not say that. It is definitely a couple movie. There is no way that guys are going to get everything on their own. It's very simple. They are showing the Indian community, right? Indian community has been... they have been brought up with the particular message from their forefathers.
When they come home, they say, you see, I have also feelings.
Yep.
I'm also
Exactly. I'm a human being. It's very simple. Every human has the right to expression. Being a lawyer, I can say that. It's legal, but it's not been practicing. People do not practice, ladies, right? And it's a problem on the girls' side too, because they have it stuck in their head that if I'm going to talk openly about things that I desire, people are going to take it wrong, in a wrong way.
Seconds ago, before we get in the set, we spoke, you and I, about the pageantry business. Right. And when I mentioned that you're pretty, you said, I don't have the height to be in a pageant. And we had that conversation that nowadays the world is changing. It's not about tall, skinny girls in the fashion. It's about whether it's a plus size or like a petite or like a variety of body shapes. Right. It's about the personal confidence to have the platform to say who you are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you told me, and I'm definitely going to explore that arena now. Since I said I recently developed a lot of interest in the Bollywood, I'm going to definitely talk to you.
Is it difficult for you as a lady to conquer the world of lawyers, where a lot of guys, and they have their time, since you're beautiful, maybe you're like a doll, like a model, you don't have the brains to present my case?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That has ever been a problem. It is very easy. People in the educated sector are more acceptable to these terms, that girls are getting the right education, they are getting educated with the guys.
Getting more jobs than the guys, and because let's say if my lawyer is beautiful and smell nice and pleasant.
You want to talk more, right?
It's easier to have that lawyer to get more comfortable, and maybe the old grumpy guy maybe not the best companion to share these.
When it comes to a lawyer perspective, I will tell you that it's very important for two individuals to connect the right way. When I'm dealing with a client of mine, right, I need that client to be very open to me.
But do they take you seriously? Do they take you as equal? Do they get, she can win my case, she will be my bulldog?
Absolutely.
Or they say, oh, you know what, maybe she will win just because she's beautiful. They will keep looking at her and do whatever.
That in realistic world, it never happens. No. Law is all about the facts. What we state, what the law is, what the precedents are, that's all law.
But the facts are the same for both sides.
For both sides,
and
yeah.
The facts is whether it's the guy represent the case or the girl represent the case.
Yeah.
What's the difference is how great is the lawyer is.
Exactly.
And, that would be changed by if lawyer looks awesome. That affect
Even guys. I mean, if you see young lawyers, they look absolutely stunning. They are in the courtrooms, and it's like, wow, they're some heroes from some country. Because dressing up nice is, again, a very professional thing.
It helps to win.
It helps to win the case. It helps to present yourself the right way. It helps to convey the message.
I see when I do my films and when I do
Right.
my calendars and models, and I see a lot of people think that in my calendars those girls are just girls. No, they are lawyers, they are doctors.
Right.
They have the jobs. In the past, the girl would want to be in the calendar because she is just I need a couple of $100 to get paid as
Right.
a model. Nowadays, I got quite a few models who are lawyers, who are doctors, who
Right.
are quite accomplished. I have quite a few successful people. They don't
Right.
need this $100, $200.
Exactly, yeah.
They just want to show that they are not only making a lot of money, but they're also beautiful. They're
Yeah.
also sexy. They're also.
Yeah, it's basically no field is different once you think about it that you want to do it. So that attitude works everywhere. I mean, doctors, it's such a difficult task to become a doctor. So many years you put into it. But if you're determined, that happens. So it goes for every single field.
See, guys, you would look at the street and that could be maybe a beautiful girl walking. It's actually a lawyer. And so she can be a model, and actress, and a lawyer at the same time. And
No, absolutely.
All kind of things.
Thank you.
Good luck with your
Thank you.
ventures.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cut.